So, rest in peace, Alpha Dream. Looks like they're no longer needed. Who knew? I almost want to. Not a historic day, but it's a unique thing, you know. The holy trinity of Mario RPGs. The trinity of Mario RPGs is complete. We got the original, and the more popular Mario RPG series is back. Kind of, who knows? I mean, it's a remake. And then we got a sequel to the handheld ones, the ones that gave Luigi a lot more of his personality, I would say. And it's also really interesting to think about, because the original, the very first one, was single screen, and then every single one after that was dual screen, either on the DS or the 3DS, even the remakes. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I am a firm believer that we have not had a good Mario RPG since 2009 with Bowser's Inside Story. I'm gonna include Super Paper Mario. I think it's actually decent. It's not turn-based. I know Paper Mario definitely had it worse than Mario and Luigi when it came to steering off into a different direction. There's no contest about that. But I don't think Mario and Luigi have been talked about in that way because the series is just not as popular as Paper Mario. I think Dream Team, I'm a huge critic of Dream Team. I think Dream Team, I think the world of Dream Team is fine. World aside, character, the villain, I think, spoilers, oh well, sorry, spoilers. I think the villain of Dream Team was just kind of like a shittier Cackletta from Superstar Saga, and then just kind of shoved to the side and made Bowser the main villain again. And then Paper Jam didn't even try to, I thought in Dream Team that Bowser was going to be another side character, kind of like Partners in Time. And it's interesting that they always put Bowser as the final boss in some way. In the first one, it's Bowletta, and the second one, you have Shrowser, and then the third one, it's Dark Bowser. So it's always Bowser in some weird way. And then the fourth one, obviously, or Dream Team, was Dreamy Bowser. Full disclosure, I never beat Dream Team. I felt like it was such a slog. It was just not fun. I hated the fucking, what was it? The Luigi Dream Attacks, the gyro. I thought that was miserable to go through. They were just not as fun. The ones with both bros, those were fine, but they were boring in comparison. And then they reused them in Paper Jam. I think Paper Jam was just even worse. It was just a huge cash grab, nostalgia grab, and it was just so bare bones. God, I think of Paper Jam, it kind of blends in with the Sticker Star problem. Just bland, generic. No interesting direction, so to speak. Dream Team was just a huge disappointment. I looked up the ending because I just couldn't be bothered to play it, and it was just annoying to play with the gyros. And then Paper Jam didn't look much better. The remake of Superstar, I really liked. I don't think it's a definitive way to play it, because I've stated before that I think the original still holds an interesting charm, and also I don't know why they changed you have the touchscreen to help change your your overworld actions, but most of the time, for me personally, I thought I was just using L and R to cycle through all of them, and it was just so much easier on the original GBA to swap between Mario and Luigi because you had the select button. But now, they're for some reason they just were afraid to put Luigi to map him to A, he needed to be the B button. It was weird. And the special attack, I think advanced moves were more interesting than the super variants. To do it in the same move and then just be able, you pick a move and on the fly you choose whether you want to use the advanced command. I like that better. That's just a personal preference. And also the side game was terrible in the remake, but whatever. Bowser's Inside Story, same deal. Heard didn't sell as well. Heard it was also inferior to the original version, right? And here's the crazy thing is that we got this new one. I'm finally gonna start talking about the new one. Fucking the first thing they opened with, it blew my mind, because we got like they've always been sprite-based games, and in the 3D, like the giant battles in Paper Jam and Dream, I think Dream Team had these like the giant battles where they were in 3D, and that gave us a glimpse of what this art style would look like in 3D back then. And now we actually have it realized. It's kind of surreal, like fully 3D. And it's really of course like the twilight years of the Switch. We get my favorite thing ever in video games, basically, is Mario RPGs, next to Pokemon, and I guess fighting games, but it's always been Mario RPGs, and we get the original, which I never finished, Thousand Year Door, which I adore, and then a sequel to Mario and Luigi, basically stating that I'm assuming now it's just in-house. They're not letting Alpha Dream. Well, I mean, Alpha Dream's gone. What am I saying? They're not letting Alpha Dream's not doing anything anymore. But it's just really interesting to see the art style realized in 3D, and to go back to like, you know, the single screen, like since the original one, and also the villains don't seem to be Bowser. I mean, he's there. He was in the trailer because you gotta. Bowser is. I think a lot of people would agree, from playing Superstar Saga, Partners in Time, Super Paper Mario, Super Mario RPG. Bowser is so much better as a side character. Like, I think this because we've seen him. He's been the villain tons of times, and it's cool. Like when games, you know, let someone else be the villain, you know, like it doesn't always have to be Ganon. And for Zelda, same deal. And it's funny because Kirby took this idea and is now like how Kirby is. Like King Dedede used to be the Bowser in that series, and now he's like side character ally kind of thing. Like, you know, like it's stupid, right? Like who cares about the story in a Kirby game? But he evolved, like, you know, like he changed. And obviously Bowser's not story, he's not a side character, he's the protagonist, but it's just interesting. It was also like the writing in Mario and Luigi has always been just so smart and funny, kid friendly, obviously. So was Paper Mario, but you know, writing could only get you so far. The gameplay is whatever you call spinning a circle around. I don't know, but yeah, it's really interesting to see, and I'm really happy, just because like what I want out of my Mario RPGs is Bowser to be just a side character. Also in 3D games too, but the 3D games don't really have story. It doesn't really matter. So it's just really great. I don't know what else to say. Like, it's literally everything I wanted out of, you know, a sequel to Bowser's Inside Story. What a time to be a Mario RPG fan.